my fucking god! Time for a new video. Hooba hooba haba haba haba. Today is a very sexy day because today I will be teaching you how to make a shit ton of money as an Ironman. Yes, not just an Ironman, but as a hardcore Ironman. Or if you're an Ironman, this method works great also. Plus, at the end of this video, I will be showing you my day 2 of Ultimate Ironman ownage and also success and achievements in general. If you just want to watch the first portion of this video to learn how to make 350k, or rather 200k to 350k GP an hour as an Ironman, you're more than welcome. And if you don't want to watch my progress video at the end of this video, well, go fuck yourself. Otherwise, let's start this guide to money making. Step 1 into making 200 between 350k an hour as a hardcore Ironman or a regular Ironman on EOC, you'll need level 35 crafting. If you don't know how to get 35 crafting, well, then you can always ask Mod Mark. Believe it or not, the easiest way to get 55 crafting is going to Tidwell. At Tidwell, believe it or not, if you pick flax, yes, picking flax is actually a good money-making method and a good training method to get 35 crafting, of which you need in order to get to the gangbang of 200k to 350k an hour. You go north of Tidwell, you will notice a little flax, little arena. You will sit here and you will pick flax. On RS3, if you pick flax, you will get 1 farming EXP. Hence, I have picked a lot of fucking flax. Because as you see, I have 1,377 EXP. I have picked 1,377 flax. Once you get a full inventory of flax, you will run north. Once you run north, there's a little loom. Yes, this place is actually better to train than old school little Sears Village or Lumbee little bank and shit like that. Go ahead and spin the little flax into bowstring. Once you get a full inventory, you will go to this guy named Jack Ovaries. Mr. Ovaries will then buy your bowstrings for the same price every single time. A full inventory of flax will give you right around 840 GP. And the cost will never change ever in a lifetime. That is how I made my 27k after wasting some money to buy some air runes last night. However, enough of that bullshit. Once you get to 35 crafting, then you can be invited to the gangbang. All you really need in order for this ultra money-making method is to buy a lot of thread, buy a lot of needles, as you basically guys are seeing here. Actually, on EOC, I don't even believe that you need any needles because the needles should be added to your tool belt. So the only thing you really need are thread. Hence why we have a lot. Once you have a lot, teleport to Varrock. Actually, I'm a dumbass. You go to Edge. If you haven't already done so, you need to complete this small little jail-type minigame. It's not actually a minigame, it's just more so a puzzle. Inside the jail little puzzle, you will notice there is a dungeon. Yes, a tunnel behind it. You can go into the tunnel and you can fight these creatures, which I do not know the name of because I actually forgot them. However, they drop hide bodies, and then you will craft the hides into bodies. And then that's where a money-making method begins. However, in order to do so, you need 35 crafting. So basically, essentially, you're going to make a lot of bodies, which is going to sell for the same price always in the general store. The general store on EOC is a little different than the general store on old school. One, because the general store on EOC, you can sell the general store 1,000,000 chest bodies, and the price will never go down. The price will always stay the same. Cockroach workers. Ah, those are the motherfucking names. Yes! These big guys right here. The cockroaches soldiers. They drop little bodies. The best way to kill these things is either to mage, which is really, really, really easy if you're an Ironman, or rather on EOC. You just need to get to possibly maybe 45 and then you should be good. These things really don't hit you for a lot and they don't really damage you. Not to mention, these things have a chance of dropping a rune simi, which for an Ironman, that's actually really, really, really awesome. So as you see, we need to make the torso. Now the torso, high elks for, low elks for 1800. High elks, which I cannot do because I don't have 55 magic, I only have 43 magic. However, it ends up high elking for 2700 GP. It sells in the Grand Store, or not the Grand Exchange. It sells in the store, general store, for 2700 GP. So if essentially you bring a whole bunch of nature runes to this place, you can essentially stay here forever and make 350k GP an hour, which is fucking awesome as an Ironman. However, if you don't have 55 magic like me, and if you don't have a whole bunch of nature runes like me, well then you can just camp at this place, make a shit ton of bodies, and then sell the bodies to the general store and make 2700 GP per body, which in theory is a lot for an Ironman. And as you see, after about 10 minutes, we nearly have a full inventory of these little cactuses, little torsos, which will sell for about 2700 GP each, which is fucking insane. Actually, I was wrong. They sell for about 1350 each. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Well, still, 1350 each is actually a lot better than selling them for something else. However, if you do have the ability to high elk, then you can stay there forever and make 2700 GP per little thing. But if you sell them to the general store, you still make a hell of a lot of money, and essentially all you're doing is just killing some shit. You barely use any thread, you don't ever really use any needles, and you hardly use any air runes in general. However, that is a little money-making method for you guys that a friend told me about that I'm probably going to utilize for the most part because, one, it's really, really fast, it's really, really easy, not to mention I have a chance of getting a rune scimitar, which is fucking amazing. If you guys do this money-making method, do not bring any food because you don't need any food, and that's basically pretty much about it. And they drop a lot of mithril helms as well. Alrighty then, so last night was day 2 of my HardCore Ironman on this game, and I hate to break it to you guys, but we lived! Woohoo! We did not die like some of you buttholes out there are hoping that I die and lose my account forever. However, one of the things that me and my 2 other friends did was we did the dig site quest. I forgot how much of a pain in the ass the dig site quest actually was. Even though you're staying in one location the entire time, it is still a humongous pain in the asshole to actually do. Mainly because you're running back and forth. On EOC it's easy, but on old school it's a big pain in the asshole. However, as you saw, it was a butthole. However, things got actually pretty decent last night. Did a lot of mage type training. I wanted to get a high mage level because, one, I would like to kill shit in the God Wars dungeon, maybe in the future, with magic. Because magic is really dominant on EOC, that's just really how it is. It's, you know, EOC has magic, old school is really melee is more dominant than anything out there. So, therefore, a high magic level will always be good. However, as basically you're seeing, you can actually get daily challenges on HardCore Ironmans and Ironmans, which makes the game actually a tad bit easier. But last night I had a challenge to get an obby cape. I was either going to buy one or get one as a drop from those little fucking Tazza little minions and stuff. Motherfucker, there's an AGS on the ground! There's goddamn fucking AGS! You bastards! The torture of not being able to pick up obby capes in the ground dropped by other people. This is the torture of RuneScape. And yes, it does suck when you guys drop shit right in front of me that I would love to pick up on the ground, but I can't! Anyways, we also did Murder Mystery. Murder Mystery is a quest requirement for King's Ransom, I believe, which is also a requirement for One Small Favor, or I think I have it backwards. Ah, fuck it. It's an easy quest to do, even though it's a little pain in the ass, and it gives a little crafting EXP, which I needed to get 35 crafting. And I forgot how much of a pain in the ass it actually was. As you see on the screen right now, I'm twiddling my thumbs, twiddle, 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 not knowing what to do and forgetting that I actually needed some sandpaper to rub against my hairy nutsack. Kind of really sucks, but that's how doing quests on this game has basically become. Anyways, we did Murder Mystery last night in the dig site. Not really so much for questing. However, on my 3rd day of HardCore Ironman, we might actually tackle butt-fucking Monkey Madness. Monkey Madness on EOC is actually a lot easier, so don't worry, it's not that bad, I'm not going to die. However, before I do so, I need to make 100k, so I can buy an extra life in case I die, which is always a good thing to have. Last night, my main goal was to get an obby cape. My 2 other friends, they had obby capes. My one friend, Kyle, he got it as a fucking drop, and my other friend, Nate, bought it from the Toku. The Toku on EOC from 1 kill is actually a lot. from killing one of the little minions by safe spotting him, you actually can get between 1 to 2,000 little tokus. So I ended up killing them and getting about like 45, 46 magic, which was actually pretty goddamn awesome, leveling up my combat in general, and of course leveling up my magic and getting enough toku to buy an obby cape as you're seeing right now. I would love to buy that little magic staff, so I have to go back there and kill some more to get 55 magic or 60 magic plus, so then I can have enough toku to buy my little staff, which is the Tiara 60 battle staff. I would love to get a chaotic staff eventually, however right now I'm going to shoot for the level 90 little staff, mainly because, well, I don't feel like doing X amount of hours of solo dungeoneering just yet. Just yet! I don't want to totally destroy my body from dungeoneering all over again like I did getting 120 dungeoneering on this game. Kinda sucks balls. So, as you see my stats on day 2, we have gained probably about 100 levels since last night. It's actually really not that bad considering the fact I haven't done my daily construction levels, and also I haven't started RuneSpan, haven't started dungeoneering, and I haven't started summoning as well. The only levels that I really focused on was, of course, magic, which I need to get to level 60, like I said, and eventually that will raise my hit points as well. However, for the Bank and Nightmare, like I said, my cash stack is growing, and once I get to 100k coins, I'm going to buy that extra life that turns you into an Ironman. I got some chili potatoes that I probably will use for butt-fucking monkey madness. My bank, otherwise, is pretty disorganized. Yes, I know, there is no organization in the Bank of Nightmare. It sucks, I'm sorry, actually maybe I'm not that sorry, but it will be fixed in the future. But for right now, it is suitable for what I need to have it do and shit like that. Otherwise, guys, let me know some nasty little comments if you're enjoying my HardCore Ironman just yet. Like I said, if you enjoyed this money-making guide for a Ironman, my friend told me about the money-making method, so I thought like I should share it with you guys. Not to mention, if you do that money-making method, 1, prices will never go down because there's a high elk value. 2, if you sell the bodies to the general store, the price will never go down also. And 3, it's pretty easy and really good money. All you really need are nature runes, which I currently have 20. Holy balls! So I can actually go there with some fire runes and make some good money, which I'm probably going to end up doing in the near future. Otherwise, like I said, guys, let me know some nasty little comments if you enjoyed this video. Not to mention we have some diamonds for some Ring of Lives and also Sign of Lives, which is always a good time. And I'll see you guys in a few. Bye!